Hi guys, today we're going to talk about some iron-rich foods for your kids. Hi guys, I'm Renee with New Ways Nutrition, and today we're going to go in depth about iron for your kids. Now, iron is one of those things that every parent is pretty much worried about because doctors are likely talking to you about it, have been since your baby was about 6 months old. So they're one of the foods that we really want to focus on, and so today we want to demystify them a little bit for you. So I've got here in front of me several different foods that are all rich in iron, and all of these are about 2 milligrams of iron. So these all foods have the same amount of iron. So really quick, we'll just go through them so you guys can get some good visuals here. So we've got 2 hard-boiled eggs. We've got a 1/4 cup of white or cannellini beans. We've got 1/3 cup of lentils. You'll see that here, and about the same amount of red lentil pasta I've got to show you guys. This is 3 ounces of beef right here. And then we also, just for fun, have 1/2 ounce of chocolate. So 1 chocolate square of your typical bigger size chocolate bar. This, however, is very dark chocolate. So this one I believe is 86%. So it's got to be above 70–75% to count with the iron. We've also got 1/3 cup of hummus here, and that's the same amount as about 1/2 cup of chickpeas. We've got 1/3 cup of boiled or sauteed, either one, spinach right here. So this is literally just chopped up and then I sauteed it in a pan, and that's the amount that you get about 2 milligrams of iron in. We've got 1/2 cup here of whole wheat flour. So believe it or not, there is a decent amount of iron in whole wheat flour. And then we've also got back here, I've got 1/2 cup of, this is just crushed tomatoes, so tomato puree, anything that's just plain kind of like tomato sauce, but not the actual tomato sauce from the can that's got some extra ingredients in it. So like I said, all of this is the same amount of iron, whether it is animal-based or plant-based. They all have the same amount of iron. Now you might have heard that the plant iron has, it's a little bit harder for your body to absorb it. And while that is true, as long as you're eating it with vitamin C and varied diets, it can be absorbed pretty well. And so you can be, fully sufficient in iron stores and be 100% vegetarian. There's no issues there. All right, so here are your iron sources. We want to be getting about 1 of these at a minimum for each meal. So when you're serving your baby, obviously your baby is not going to eat, the equivalent of 2 hard-boiled eggs. But this is for you as a parent, for you to get a visual of how much it would be to get 2 milligrams of iron. So currently the recommendation from all sources for babies under 1 year of age is 11 milligrams. That seems really overwhelming when you look at the amount of food here, so don't focus too much on the numbers, but just know that it's really important to get something with iron in your baby at every meal. When I say get, I should say serve. It's more important to serve. Your baby's gonna eat what your baby eats, so don't worry about how much they actually ingest. Worry about what you're putting on the plate. And then once they hit 1, it drops down to about 7. So if you were to serve 1 item at each meal from this array here that I have, your 1+-year-old would be totally fine for the next couple of years. So here are your iron sources. I hope this helped a little bit, and I hope you learned something. Just try and get 1 iron source about this amount on your plate, and I'll link to the blog post that I have about this where I talk about more specific amounts. So we'll link down below to that. All right, so have a good day.